Have you ever stared at your phone, a notification flickering with a new match on a dating app, and felt nothing? We've all been there. And in those quiet moments, a whisper often asks, "What is wrong with me?" We've all looked to the stars for answers, blaming our zodiac signs for our loneliness. But what if that's a beautiful, intricate lie? What if the stars aren't holding you back, but something far more powerful? I invite you on a journey into the cosmic and psychological forces that shape our romantic lives. This isn't a horoscope reading. It's a soul-searching expedition. Before we go any further, comment your sign below and tell me what you think is holding you back. Your story is part of this larger truth. We use these zodiac narratives to understand ourselves, but in doing so, we've let them become self-fulfilling prophecies, a cage we're too afraid to break free from. Aries, the full-throttle go-getter. All right, Aries, you're a rocket. Ruled by Mars, the god of war, you see love as a conquest. The chase, the thrill of the hunt, the will they, won't they game. That's what gets your engine revving. You love the initial fire, the adrenaline of pursuing someone you're into. But what happens when the rocket runs out of fuel? When the battle is over and it's time to just sit on the couch and watch a show? That's when you start to panic. You confuse peace with boredom. Your problem, deep down, isn't that you lack passion. It's that you're terrified of stillness. You think if things get quiet, the fire goes out. Real passion isn't a firework that lasts 3 seconds. It's a flame you tend to and keep alive over time. Your real challenge isn't conquering the next person, but sitting down and building something real with the one you've got. True bravery isn't going to war. It's letting your guard down and just being still with someone. Leo, the star of the show. Leo, you're the sun. And like the sun, you need the whole universe to revolve around you. In love, you want a movie-like romance, with a red carpet and a spotlight just for you. You love with a huge heart, but you also expect your partner to be your #1 fan. The problem comes when your partner also wants their moment in the sun. If they dare to have their own successes, or shine a little on their own, jealousy and drama kick in. For you, a 2-person relationship can turn into a 1-person show. You confuse a healthy, shared relationship with an all-eyes-on-me performance. Love isn't a show for one person. It's a duet. Your challenge is to learn how to share the stage, to applaud your partner, and to genuinely enjoy watching them succeed. It's not about you being less. It's about seeing your partner's success as your success, too. Sagittarius, the wanderer afraid to settle down. Sagittarius, you're the eternal traveler, the one who refuses to be leashed. For you, love is an adventure, a one-way ticket with no return date. And commitment. Commitment is the most terrifying word in the dictionary. You see it as a cage that's going to clip your wings. Your problem isn't your love for freedom. It's that you have no idea what true freedom is. You think being free means having no responsibilities, but that's not freedom, it's running away. Real freedom is finding someone who'll come on the journey with you, someone you can explore the world with without having to go solo. Commitment isn't a cell, it's a starting point from which you can continue to grow. Your challenge is to find someone who inspires you to be better, to explore together, not someone to leave behind at the next port. Freedom isn't the absence of ties, it's the joy of sharing the path. Taurus, the one who clings to comfort. Taurus, ruled by Venus, you crave stability and comfort. Your love is a sanctuary, a cozy spot where you feel safe. You're steady and reliable, a rock for your partner. You're the kind of person who will build a home and a life with someone. But you can also be stubborn as hell and resistant to change. You mistake complacency for stability and might cling to a failing relationship. just because it's familiar. The thought of starting over or shaking things up fills you with dread. Your problem isn't your steadfastness, it's your refusal to evolve. True security isn't about everything staying the same. It is about building a love that is strong enough to adapt to any change life throws at you. Your challenge is to realize that a relationship needs to grow to stay alive. The coziest sanctuary isn't one that's never been touched, but one that's been lived in and has changed with you. Virgo, the Inspector Gadget of love. Virgo, you're the Zodiac's perfectionist, ruled by Mercury. You show love through acts of service and attention to detail. You'll remember their favorite coffee order and notice every little thing that's out of place. Your love is meticulous, thoughtful, and practical, but your detail-oriented nature can become a crippling flaw. You get so busy trying to fix your relationship and point out all the imperfections that you forget to just enjoy it. You become overly critical, turning small issues into huge problems. Your problem isn't your desire to help, but your inability to see that true love is perfectly imperfect. Love isn't a puzzle to be solved. It's a living, breathing thing. Your challenge is to put down the magnifying glass and embrace the beautiful messiness of a real connection. Stop trying to find flaws and start appreciating the whole picture. The best relationships aren't perfect. They're perfectly real. Capricorn, the CEO of romance. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, you see love as a serious commitment, a long-term investment. You're ambitious and will work hard to build a secure future for you and your partner. You're reliable, responsible, and you take a relationship seriously. But your focus on success and your future can overshadow emotional connection. You struggle to express feelings, viewing vulnerability as a weakness, a sign that you're not in control. You think a sturdy foundation is built with money and a plan, not with open conversations and a little bit of emotional messiness. Your problem is the fear that love will make you weak. True strength isn't about being unshakable. It's about having the courage to be vulnerable. Your challenge is to realize that a strong relationship has a rock-solid emotional foundation, not just a financial one. Open up, show your heart, and see that a partner who loves you will see your vulnerability as a sign of incredible strength, not a weakness. Gemini, the social butterfly who can't settle. Gemini, you're the witty, curious, and adaptable twin of the Zodiac, ruled by Mercury. Your love life is a constant conversation, a whirlwind of ideas and fun. You're a fascinating date, full of stories and spontaneous plans. But your attention is scattered, and you can be incredibly inconsistent. You get bored easily, and when a relationship starts to get too stable, you get the itch to flee. You see a deep connection as a trap that will keep you from all the other interesting people and possibilities out there. Your problem isn't your duality, it's your inability to commit to a single path. A deep connection isn't a cage, it's a fascinating world in itself. Your challenge is to realize that true intimacy with one person can be more exciting and full of discovery than 100 shallow conversations. Stop looking for the next shiny thing and start exploring the incredible universe that is your partner's mind and heart. Libra, the people pleaser who can't choose. Libra, ruled by Venus. You crave harmony and partnership more than anything. You're the Zodiac's diplomat, always seeking balance and beauty. You're a charming partner who's great at making a relationship feel fair and lovely. But you can be paralyzed by indecision. You're so focused on pleasing everyone and avoiding conflict that you lose your own voice. You'll stay in a wrong relationship just to avoid the awkwardness of breaking up. Your problem isn't your desire for harmony, it's your fear of honest chaos. True balance isn't the absence of disagreement, it's the ability to navigate it with honesty and respect. Your challenge is to learn that having a healthy argument is a sign of a strong relationship, not a failing one. Stop trying to keep the peace at all costs and start speaking your truth, even if it causes a little turbulence. Aquarius, the detached genius Aquarius, ruled by Uranus. You're the eccentric genius of the zodiac. You fall in love with people's minds, with their unique ideas and perspectives. You're a loyal friend and a thought-provoking partner, but you can also be incredibly detached and emotionally distant. You keep an intellectual and emotional distance, and you're terrified of being tied down. You see emotional intimacy as a threat to your freedom and individuality. Your problem is a profound fear of intimacy. True connection isn't a threat to your freedom, it's a profound expansion of it. Your challenge is to realize that a deep bond with someone doesn't take away who you are, it gives you a safe space to be even more of yourself. Stop intellectualizing love and start feeling it. Cancer, the one who builds walls. Cancer, ruled by the moon. You're the nurturer, the heart of the zodiac. You love with a fierce, protective devotion. You'll make your home a safe and cozy nest, and your partner will feel incredibly cared for. But you can also be moody and incredibly insecure. You build walls around your heart and might cling too tightly out of a deep-seated fear of abandonment. When you feel hurt, you retreat into your shell, leaving your partner to guess what's wrong. Your problem is letting your emotions control you. Your emotions are your superpower, but they can't be in the driver's seat all the time. Your challenge is to learn to trust and communicate your fears instead of letting them turn into walls. True protection isn't building a fortress around your heart. It's finding a partner you can trust enough to let them in. Scorpio, the intense one. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto. You love with a consuming, all-in intensity. You're fiercely loyal, passionate, and will go to hell and back for the person you love. You're a force to be reckoned with in a relationship, but that intensity can turn into a dark side. You can be secretive, possessive, and unforgiving. You hold onto grudges and fear betrayal more than anything. Your problem isn't your intensity, it's your inability to let go. You see trust as a risk and forgiveness as a weakness. True power isn't about holding a grudge, it's about the courage to forgive. Your challenge is to learn that vulnerability and trust are not acts of weakness, but acts of incredible strength. Stop waiting for betrayal and start seeing your partner as your teammate, not a potential enemy. Pisces, the dreamer who ignores reality. Pisces, ruled by Neptune. You're the zodiac's dreamer and romantic. You fall in love with the idea of a person, creating a beautiful fantasy in your mind. You're compassionate, empathetic, and you see the best in everyone. But you can get so lost in your illusion that you ignore giant, waving red flags. You sacrifice your own needs and boundaries, and you might stay in a relationship that's not good for you because you're in love with the potential of what it could be. Your problem is an inability to ground your love in reality. True love isn't a fantasy. It's a real connection with a flawed, beautiful person. Your challenge is to learn to see people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Stop chasing a dream and start building a real-life connection with someone who is worth it, just as they are. The subject of zodiac signs and lovelessness is not a condemnation. It is not a script that forces you to be a disaster in love. It is a map, a damn map of your psychological tendencies, the traps you set for yourself, the fears you hide. The stars are not what prevent you from finding love. They are just lighting the way for you to see the parts of yourself that you need to work on. Your biggest obstacle to finding your soulmate is not who you are, but the parts of yourself that you have not yet dared to look at. In the end, the most powerful force in your love life is not the alignment of the planets, but the alignment of your own heart and mind. So I ask you, what if the universe isn't denying you love? What if it's you? What if the true destination of your love story isn't another person, but yourself?